Hi, I'm Madonna.
I'm your worst nightmare.
To rule the world.
Why don't you show them what you do, honey?
You've never had more fun with anyone else.
People, we gotta move on to the next song.
I'm sweet and I'm a bitch, you know what I mean? And that's always been the way it is. I'm a human being.
I'm waiting.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast. This is Liberty.
Hey guys, it's Tony, and I've become addicted to Christmas movies.
Oh, that's sweet. Hey everybody, this is Stefan. Thanks for joining us on another episode of MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Welcome everyone to our season 2 holiday spectacular. Can you believe it? We did it. We made it through 2020. Oh.
Just about.
Almost.
Almost.
Let's not count our
hang on, kids.
It
It could be a bumpy couple weeks.
Good.
Liberty, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. You know how much I love you guys and how much...
We love you, and we love having you on here, and we love your musical contributions.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that because it's, to be honest, you know, because really I've been working since August back as a teacher, but before that I was home all the time since March pretty much. So I would spend so much time, you know, like kind of playing with songs and thinking about songs that I'd like to do and maybe one day add to my Spotify repertoire.
Creating a set list as one does.
Yeah, for my,
Speaking of your set list, and everyone who's listening, if you've not seen it on Instagram, I posted about it, but Liberty has a bit of Madonna covers on Spotify. If you look up, it's under Liberty King, yes?
Yes, that's my middle name, King, actually. Liberty is that's actually my nickname, but King is my real middle name. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I like it better than my legal name.
Yeah, it's a stage name. And plus the cover art, you guys, is gorgeous. You look so good.
Yeah, you look beautiful.
Thank you. That picture, it was taken by my sister-in-law. She's an amazing photographer. I like photography, but I'm no good at taking pictures, so I leave that to the experts, like, you.
Like Stefan, yeah.
Oh, exactly. Thanks. Yeah. No, but seriously, everyone listened to Liberty's covers. You did Angel, which is fantastic. You did, what were the other songs? I'm blanking.
What It Feels Like for a Girl.
Yes.
Where I actually do that little intro in French.
Yes, it was very smart.
Excusez-moi.
Yeah, pardonnez-moi.
Since, the original is she's a half French actress who speaks that line. It's Charlotte Gainsbourg, I think is her name.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just thought it would be a little twist. And then because I love so much Lo que siente la mujer,
yes,
I also do one verse in Spanish. So the other two are Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And which is such a hard song, I have to say. To sing is it's so hard. So respect, Madonna.
Mm-hmm.
And Ecstatic Process, because
that's right. That's the other one. Yeah. Well, we'll need a Liberty Part 2. We'll think about what covers you're going to add to that.
Yeah.
It's
so
funny.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I would practice. After I got my new guitar, I would practice my my playing and just think of songs that I wanted to record. And I'm just playing around. Really, I'm just having fun. And I don't know a thing about using GarageBand, but it's just fun. And it's a way that I got through a lot of the homebound type of life. And probably what I'll do for Christmas break as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, it's a good way to create art and keep yourself busy and stay inside. So
yeah, Tony, what are you doing for the holiday?
For the holidays, I guess I'll be watching more Christmas movies and I'm so stressed out during the days, and this is the only thing this week that has really help me check out, like watching shitty Christmas movies with Melissa Joan Hart and Jason Priestley, or I watched one with Mario Lopez called Navi Dad. I'm like, is that even real?
No.
But they're so
was he shirtless? Was he shirtless?
Of course he's Navi Dad, you know?
Navi Dad.
I even watched Holiday, which is actually not bad. But the thing is that these things are so, so from another world of badness that, if you need to unplug, this is it. And I'm also going to probably start making sugar cookies with royal icing. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm going to stick around here.
Nice. Liberty, you so other than tinkering on your guitar, what are you doing for the holidays?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we'll be staying home. Sometimes I travel. Well, last year we went to Germany, actually, during the Christmas break.
Not happening this year.
Nope. There'll be no flying. But that's a good thing because, honestly, if whatever money I save in the travel this year will hopefully lead to some experiences.
Fantastic travel in 2021, possibly to Portugal.
Maybe to Portugal. You know what I was thinking, actually? I've been thinking I would really like to come to New York.
Oh wow!
I would like that as well too.
Yeah, podcast in person.
Perhaps
6 feet away.
Take a walking tour.
Yeah, and on your way to Portugal. I've been thinking a lot about Portugal and Scotland too for some reason.
Scotland.
Yeah. No,
Definitely
come to New
wanna
York.
go
Yeah,
back.
there will definitely be a Madonna walking tour if you come visit in 2021.
A personal and private one, of course.
I have to see if this is up to my standards of walking tours. I went on the Sex and the City one back in the...
Oh, God. There will be no cosmopolitans.
Is that the one where they take you to get a cupcake and everyone's standing on the sidewalk?
They also take you to a very special location where they would sell that toy. But,
the rabbit. The
one that Charlotte couldn't leave her house after she got.
It seems like
Pleasured.
55 years ago that Sex and the City ruled this city.
Indeed.
Oh my God, I know.
And
Anyway,
what are your plans, Stefan?
Yeah, what are your plans, Stefan?
Well, I'm homebound as well. I shan't be traveling, but so this will literally be the first year I've never spent Christmas with my family. This will be like, it's an odd Christmas for me. This will be my very first Christmas in New York, which I'm actually excited about because I'm going to Christmas Eve. My friend and I are going to walk over late at night to go see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree and all the windows and the decorations and, just be silly and whatnot. And I strung up a measly strand of lights around my window. So at least I feel festive in my apartment.
It looks great.
Thanks.
Does. I know. It was just I want to get a tree, but the last time I got a tree, I don't know if anyone else has this problem. Live trees tend to bring live creatures. And the last time I had the tree, it was like 8 years ago. I had mouse poop all over my apartment. I was like, okay, I won't be getting another live tree again.
Yeah, don't do that.
So it's just this, the string of lights around the window. And that's the name of that tune.
Yeah, I've heard that the live trees are actually like selling like hotcakes like crazy right now, that people, because I don't know about you guys, but it seemed like people were, which hadn't happened in a while in my neighborhood, already decorated before Thanksgiving.
Before Thanksgiving,
yeah. Like they just jumped through. They were ready to go, you know.
They were Halloween Christmas trees.
Basically. I mean, and I guess that it's part of it is this, they wanted something joyous, something that would bring them, joy, I guess. We just decorated this past weekend, so we're slowly, but we don't have the tree yet.
There's plenty of time.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm inspired by stuff, and I'll be stringing up some lights and putting.
Yeah, you've got a nice little balcony you can do, Tony.
Yeah, I'm gonna
a little Evita. You can string up the lights and do a little Evita homage.
You are planting seeds in my brain. But anyway, before we start talking about the holidays and, Madonna, let's do a little This Week in Ciccone.
Let's do that. Let's see what we've got going on. Well, Madonna, I think, has done her Christmas shopping early, or at least bought herself a little gift. And she got a new pair of grills, guys. What do you think?
I'm so over the. Here's the thing: if you are a singer, you do not want anything to get in the way of you hitting your best notes, you know? So for example, you turn the AC off, you know, or you spritz your throat with chloroseptic like a madman, or drink some tea, but you don't put metal in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know,
Look, some people, you know, they champion her grills. I personally, I don't like the way she looks with them. You know, the gold tooth in Erotica was cute, and the grills around Bitch I'm Madonna was kind of cute, but I'm shocked she still keeps it up. Good for her. This is
I don't hate the grills. I love that hard street look, but as like you know, something out of a photo shoot, or you know, as something posed, but not like as part of your everyday on stage persona, because then people can't really understand you.
Yeah.
well,
Or maybe
and
that's the point.
yeah, I mean, I think I've been a pretty ardent defender of Madonna almost through every incarnation and every aspect of her person, her persona. And even the girls, I'm like, whatever, she's, you know, she can do whatever she wants because, yeah, she is Madonna. But there's something to be said with, or at least for, like, this longevity aspect, that it isn't just a photo shoot thing, that somehow this is part of who she is now. And I have a really hard time understanding, if it isn't for art, what exactly does it mean? What does it represent as far as who she, or what she's trying to say about who she is?
Yeah, you've got a point there. I mean, if she kind of like deconstructed her new look, and you know, or not new look, you know, she's kind of been doing this for a while. But yeah, you know, if she can kind of explain, like, you know, this comes from a stylist, this comes from me, this comes from Frida Kahlo, this comes from, you know, the Baroque era, you know, then it wouldn't be so shocking to me, at least. I don't know. I'm still kind of one of those easily shocked Madonna fans.
Well, first off, don't send us hate mail. We are not trashing Madonna.
No, we love Madonna.
You know, God bless her. Good for her. I'm shocked that this has lasted as long as it has. I feel like anyone who wants her to stop wearing the grills should start telling her to keep wearing the grills forever, and then she'll stop wearing the grills. It's just reverse psychology.
Well, and I mean, talking about photo shoots, I mean, the last few weeks, it seems like she's bringing out more and more photo shoot type of stuff. Just, you know, I'm going to go outside and Ricardo, you follow me. Follow me. We're going to take some pictures now. And so I guess I can kind of see, and maybe she just lives constant art. I don't know how to explain. Like,
don't we all, Liberty? I mean, aren't you just always using opportunities for photo shoots?
Maybe I should start. Maybe that would change some things in my life. I would look more well rested.
I feel like these are very impromptu. I feel like everyone's sitting around waiting for her to come up with something.
Be ready.
It's like, all right, time for photo shoot. And then everyone falls in line.
Maybe not quite so militant, but
that's how I like to think of her. All right, let's talk about rumors. So there's a rumor that Patrick Leonard is collaborating with Madonna. And I'm thinking, if this is true, it's got to be for the Madonna biopic that she's directing. What do you guys think?
Oh, I totally, yeah. If it's true, which I like to think it could be, you know, it's sort of like the perfect reason for her to get back together with Patrick Leonard. You know, the time frame that the movie seems to be covering would have been the time frame that she was working with him on her music. Obviously, Stefan's praying for
love.
Well, yes, always, but praying that in addition to Patrick scoring the movie, he also, Madonna and him will get together and write the new song that will be nominated for the Oscar, so Madonna can perform it at the ceremony.
That would be great, because we have not seen a collaboration between the both of them since Ray of Light, and every time they work together, it is magic.
Hashtag magic.
Yeah, hashtag magic. I just hearing that Patrick Leonard is involved, makes me feel even better about this project. He's done scores before for Live to Tell and also for With Honors, both also films that had a #1 Madonna hit attached to it. So yeah, we have this seems very auspicious. I heard another rumor, and I can't find any official link to it, but apparently Universal Studios sent a second unit crew to what's it called, Yankee Stadium to shoot just like location shots because apparently they want to recreate some of her stadium things. This is a rumor, but I did read it in several places, so take that and do with it what you will.
Well, I have to say, I would say contrary to the grills, that kind of a rumor about Patrick Leonard definitely sends fans into, an absolute tizzy. People are, I saw it probably 50 different places. So that doesn't necessarily make it true, but it does make it intriguing because I think that it gives us this sort of glimmer of, this early 80s Madonna back to, where we started falling. A lot of us, not everybody, but a lot of us started falling in love with her.
Well, where she started. Trust me, give me a little throwback 80s Madonna with the sound of now. I've been praying for that for years. That would be heaven.
As longtime Madonna fans, we all know that we have to take every bit of information that's not official with a grain of salt. Look at this, the fan art that she posted a couple of weeks ago saying pre-Thanksgiving drop, and people went nuts, and
God.
The minute I saw it, I was like, this isn't real,
Here we go, Madonna.
But, that didn't stop people from reaching out to us to ask us, the veracity of this, post. And, Stefan and I being a Madonna concierge service, we were happy to reply to everyone with, there's nothing official here, and we know that when something is official, Madonna's the first to tell you. So
and I think I've said it on the podcast before, just from a business standpoint, Madonna wouldn't release greatest hits or any type of package of old songs because that's what the movie's going to do. The movie will come out and then she'll release hopefully a proper soundtrack for the movie. And then I'm sure we're all hoping for a proper box set with unreleased tracks and this and that. And then a world tour following after it.
No, but we all know that, in between big projects, there's always like a, quote, gestation period. And I feel like this is where we are right now. Madam X isn't officially over until the Madam X tour film drops. If anyone's listening, hello.
Madam X, where are you?
I know.
She's
at the North Pole. Maybe she's at the North Pole with Santa. She's going to surprise us for Christmas.
I don't know. The last time I saw Madam X, she was stuck in the Club Future Nostalgia album cover. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Speaking of Madam X, also, this week commemorates my 1-year anniversary of being berated by Madonna at the Madam X tour in Philadelphia.
Congratulations.
Me and Sean, we got the 3rd degree by Madonna, and I couldn't say a word. It was
well, you know why? It's because fame is a social construct.
Yes, I know. I'll have to listen to the Gorilla bootleg audio that I have of that conversation and cringe all over again. And hey,
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. She compliments my costume. That's all I care about.
And she knows the podcast exists.
Yeah, and we told her about the podcast. Yeah.
Exactly.
She might not have understood what I meant, but I still told her about it.
And at the end of the day, Stefan, honestly, there are probably hundreds of fans who would be like, she can berate me all she wants. Just put me right next to her. Let me have a minute. I think that, it is a really wonderful thing to commemorate. So happy 1-year anniversary.
Happy 1 year.
Happy 1-year anniversary of the Madam X experience in Philadelphia,
Yes.
which was markedly different from other Madam X experiences. Liberty, you can tell us briefly about how different the Madam X experience in Vegas was, right?
Oh, well, Vegas was it was
I think Liberty's trying to forget about that experience.
just like everything in Vegas. It was just weird. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm glad that, the audience got to see her because most of them were happy to do so. But
And it's a good venue. I mean, like, you take everything apart, but I mean, the Coliseum and Caesars is great.
It is very nice. But it still feels very commercial, especially in contrast to the Wiltern, where you feel like, you're just hanging out with your friends and somebody's going to take the stage in a minute, like at a high school production.
Right.
It's very small. But yeah, definitely a strange experience. But I'm glad that I had it because
you're thankful, right?
Absolutely.
You're thankful you had it. And
I'm thankful for every time that I'm in the room with her, always.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And speaking of Thanksgiving, that was my segue. Madonna's Hamptons Thanksgiving with special guest Rocco Ritchie. Who saw that one coming?
I know.
Well, he got on a plane.
He looked very dapper, I gotta say. That boy dresses really well.
Yeah, that's in the last few years, right? He's kind of picking up this interesting style.
Does he? Maybe he just gets it all from his dad. They look about the same size.
No, I think I saw Madonna actually comment on, because I don't know if it was real, but I think Guy Ritchie said something like, "Who taught this boy how to dress?" And she said, "I think it was me." On Instagram somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it now, but yeah.
I love that that's the limit of their conversation. Just Instagram posts. Who taught that kid how to dress? I did.
Yeah. Take credit where it's due.
Good for her.
Rocco is such a handsome young man, and he looks just like her.
He does. He does. He does. And I think I was very happy for her because I think her having all of her kids around is probably something that gives her amazing joy. I feel like she just loves it. And you can see that she looks relaxed there and, just a bunch of people she can tell what to do all the time. It's probably amazing.
A bunch of people who don't look at her as an icon. Like
right.
It's just mom. Like, I'm sure that's how any famous celebrity with their kids probably is, that they are just, they're not being treated like anyone other than a parent. So
exactly.
I'm sure that's refreshing and frustrating
at the same time. Right.
Yeah.
So we also got the high definition video of Jump, and today Justify My Love remixes were dropped. And is it today or is it this week, the 30th anniversary of the Immaculate Collection?
It's around the time.
It was not this week, but it was last week, right? And she said there was something special coming, but is it just this?
It's Justify My Love this week and Rescue Me remixes next week.
Okay. I can take that. I'm good.
Yeah. Those are little treats. And just to be clear, some of us have had those remixes on CD for years and years. Other people have had those remixes on Apple Music. Those of us who are on Spotify are just getting them on Spotify. There's a million different places that we can all enjoy our music experience. So it's, I'm glad that they're around because I definitely Spotify when I'm at the gym because I have ADD and I like to hop around from this to that and, Kylie, no, now Madonna, no, now Jenna Jackson. And knowing that like I can now, because I don't have a CD player, I can't play CDs. So the Justify My Love remixes are sitting in my closet in a CD.
Yeah, mine too.
I listen to them on YouTube or.
I've tried to upload. I mean, I have most of them on my Apple Music, and it's really time consuming to upload everything. But the part that, as someone with OCD, the part that drives me crazy, and this is why not everything is uploaded, is that I have to have the correct cover art.
Oh, jeez.
And like if it doesn't look right when it plays, I'm just like I can't. So everyone's got their own way of listening to music.
Yeah, I think I have it on vinyl, and so it's been a few years since I listened to it, or the Justify My Love version, just because it's not like something I want to listen to with my kids around.
Yeah,
Right.
probably not. No.
Not so much. Not yet. Few years.
Yeah, well, hey, I was listening to that at what, 15, 16? I mean,
That's true. Like I had erotica probably at 14, 15 years old, and I hate it. Like, I mean, my grandma gave it to me, but because I asked for it. But honestly, I don't think that if she knew what was really on that record, that
right. See, I think that's what the younger generation is missing out on. They're missing out on the fun of like, it's dirty to have Madonna music, you know? So it's like, ooh, I'm going to sneak this album into the house and not let mom. Oh, mom, it's just Madonna. Remember she sang True Blue? You know, they have,
Yeah, I never, I had friends growing up that, especially in Texas, that weren't allowed to listen to Madonna or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, at my house, it was encouraged because, I
they
was
wanted
listening
you to
a
know
woman.
about the birds and the bees.
Like, they're like, oh, Tony's attention is focused on a woman.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And that's how that worked.
Okay. Well, I think we've come to the point of order where we can talk about our holiday conversation, which we decided we would all get together and have a little chat about Madonna's one and only Christmas offering, Santa Baby. It's a very divisive song. Some people love it. Some people hate it, but like it or not, it's part of Madonna canon. And we are here to sort of dissect and divulge and enjoy. What are your feelings on Santa? I happen to love Santa Baby.
I love it. I loved it since I heard it when I was a wee girl. Just because it was like, wow, Madonna. I liked Christmas music as a kid, and I grew up, with it being Crosby every year. My grandma and I would drive around and, look at Christmas lights. And so I thought, oh, Madonna has a Christmas song. I got to hear it. And so I didn't know where to get it until I found the I think it was at Musicland, the cassette with, it's got the Keith Haring drawing on it. Very Special Christmas. And I bought it just for that song.
Madonna. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
So did I.
Yeah. So I like the song. I mean, I think it's cute. I love her little cutesy voice. It's sort of, it's Nikki Finn, esque.
Betty Boop-ish.
Yeah. And, actually, as I listened to it, re-listened again recently for, research purposes, I was thinking about there's a little bit of this note, this I'm breathless note in there. And it may just be the music, the style of music, thinking, a little bit sooner or later coming. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the vocal presentation isn't as driven, but because it's got a little bit more of the, what would you say? Maybe I'm going bananas. This little
totally
weird or cry baby.
Yeah.
And I think some fans might feel a little bit annoyed by that, but I absolutely adore it because comedic Madonna to me is one of the best versions of Madonna. I think she's super funny. And I'm here for the sort of playful Madonna. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's, I think a lot of people have to remember that, the song came out, it was released in 1987. Mm-hmm. And in 1987, she was channeling the spirit of Nikki Finn still. And I think, she's playing a character in the song. She's trying to, if you think about the lyrics, she's just being chatty and silly.
I totally agree with what you guys are saying, though, because, Who's That Girl came out in August of 1987. And for all intents and purposes, it was supposed to be a huge hit. And, you could kind of
was to me.
It was to me, too. But, when you see the premiere in Times Square and it's packed with people, it kind of makes you feel like, well, this could have been bigger, Mm-hmm. So I feel like Madonna was recording that song around that time. She recorded it with Jimmy Iovine, who is a producer she's never worked with before or since, but he's kind of rooted in the rock world. And he brought all these people together to do A Very Special Christmas, which was a charity album. All proceeds went to the Special Olympics. As Liberty mentioned, Keith Haring donated one of his artworks for the cover, so it was very on brand for Madonna. And yeah, she shows up and she does a character.
It could have been her doing Nikki Finn for all we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it was, and the thing is that the song, I feel this song is very, it's very specific for the time that it came from. It's from 1953. Eartha Kitt made it popular. So this is during a time when, it was about bombshells and cocktail culture. And, it's a cheeky, swinging Christmas bop about a gold digger who's telling Santa what she wants, and at the same time, we had Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, How to Marry a Millionaire, et cetera, et cetera. So Eartha Kitt made it her own. It was covered by Marilyn Monroe around the same time. So, it's like I said, it's on brand for Madonna.
Yeah, it's totally in her wheelhouse. I think even the fact that, like, if you think about where Madonna was in her career, she's being called the material girl. I always thought it just made perfect sense that she would sing a song about materialistic items because, and it's funny. I don't, I've never taken it seriously. Everyone at Christmas is like, I want this, I want that. Can you give me this? Can you give me that?
Yeah.
Let's look at Black Friday craziness pre-pandemic when people are storming Walmart and, pushing old women down just to get the new flat screen TV. We are living in a commercialistic society. People want. And I think it's appropriate that Madonna sings a song about wanting a yacht and a diamond ring. And
yeah, I want a ring too, and not on the telephone
I don't
either.
mean on the phone. Yeah,
but
exactly.
Liberty, you were talking about her voice, and I did read that she heightened her range by half an octave to achieve that baby voice. But we've heard it before, haven't we, fans?
Yes, we have. What better thing? Look, Madonna is excellent in song at playing a character and emoting and being, this is, I think, why people, they don't like to say she's a good actress. She acts all the time in her songs. She's always bringing in, and a lot of great singers who may not be great vocalists are able to do that. They're maybe able to make you feel a certain way just by the way they deliver the music or deliver the song. A lot of Latin singers can do this where they may, I'm thinking like Selena, there's this, or a lot of other Latina singers that have this teardrop hanging in their voice somewhere.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's not obviously what she does in Santa Baby, but I also don't think that she ever intends. She always does things or has this message of, maybe I am going to use my feminist ways or my feminine ways, feminine wiles.
Yeah, there you go.
to get something that I want. It works for her. So, who's the real fool? Is it Santa or is it the woman using her sexual, prowess to get what she needs?
Yeah, she's just bankrupted Santa, and look at her now. She's on a yacht with a ring. Come on.
And I guarantee he didn't say no.
No, and it's funny, as I'm doing research for this, I found all these different articles and posts about, people saying this is so offensive and this is so, how could anyone, think this song is politically correct and all that. But on the other hand, this speaks to the Madonna effect once again. After her cover came out in 1987, everyone started covering this song. Before that, it was, here and there, maybe live or whatever, but it was Eartha Kitt's signature song. And after that, everyone covered it. And who didn't cover it? I mean, RuPaul, Everclear, Sheila E., Jane Krakowski, Macy Gray, Leanne Rimes, Pussycat Dolls, Faith Evans, Kelly Pickler. Who's that?
Wow.
Sugar Babes,
Michael
Shakira.
Bublé.
Yeah, well, that was saving
Stop
that one
it.
for last. Michael Bublé has the creepiest version because instead of, for example, Everclear does a straight up ironic version where they're, gay baiting Santa, but Michael Bublé does something that's really like horrifying. Is he's talking to Santa like Santa's his pal and his buddy and so he's like, hey pally, hey buddy, and it's like, ooh, Santa doesn't want that.
Was that supposed to be like some kind of Rat Pack thing, or?
Well, I think that's his whole career.
Right. But it was just like, but like, hey, buddy, why don't you hook me up with one of those yachts over there?
Yeah, that's totally like that. Yeah. But, recently we've had versions from Gwen Stefani, Trisha Yearwood, even Taylor Swift. Most famously, Kylie Minogue. The top three selling versions of this single are Madonna, Eartha Kitt, and Kylie Minogue. So, it's campy and it's fun.
Well, I think what you've just described, Tony, is what I love most about Santa Baby. And you named a whole bunch of artists who covered this song, but those artists didn't only cover Santa Baby and never another Christmas song ever again. Those artists did full Christmas albums. Sometimes more than one Christmas album. And I think it's ironic that, Madonna, being called materialistic, only did one cash grab Christmas song, whereas other people have made entire careers out of Christmas. Now, don't come for me on Mariah Carey. I am not bashing Mariah Carey. Good for her. She has go there. She's found a niche. It works for her. I love that she's taken an entire holiday and she's like, it's mine.
Even Kylie, to a certain degree, she took a Kylie
stop
Christmas.
releasing that album. Oh my God!
Yeah, she released it 2 years in a row. But she says she's in love with Christmas. It's camp to her. It's fun, and that's how we should look at it. I feel like a lot of the American artists take it way too seriously. With these like highfalutin Christmas albums. But it should be fun. It should be light.
Yeah, and God bless the people that who do the Christmas albums and whatnot. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Christmas albums are a cash grab. That's all they are. Fine, an artist can enjoy Christmas, but your audience is built in. It's going to be religiously played every year around the same time. It's going to get airplay. And I have always respected that Madonna, in addition to not ever doing a Vegas residency, has just decided to be like, I'm just going to do this one Christmas song and that's it. You're never getting another album. You're never getting another Christmas album from me ever again. Now, maybe when she's in her 80s, she'll change her mind, so Lourdes's great-grandchildren can have a college fund or something. But
a pastoral Christmas with Madonna.
Madam X, the Christmas album.
Madam Xmas.
Madam
Oh, good one. But you know what I mean. Like, I think Madonna has always viewed herself as a specific type of artist. And I think that a Christmas album doesn't sort of go with what she feels a respectable artist would do. But
right.
I was in the drugstore earlier and I heard a wonderful original song from Celine Dion's Christmas album, I assume. It was Celine Dion, and I thought it was gorgeous and brilliant. And I was like, good for you, Celine.
Yeah.
My heart will go on.
I also think, that, as we all know, Madonna won't do anything that isn't real or true for her, so maybe Christmas music isn't something that she can do convincingly.
Or, well, and you know what, going to say like something that's true to her, like Liberty, you were saying people are putting their decorations up early because they want to, have some joy. They want to have a joyous moment. And maybe Christmas never really resonated with Madonna as a person, maybe Christmas wasn't a joyous, wonderful time. She lost her mom when she was 5, maybe Christmas was sad around the time and, so maybe she just doesn't want to celebrate it. I don't know.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it was sad for her, but if you listen to the lyrics of Keep It Together, it'll kind of give you an idea of what home life was like for Madonna,
Maybe it was chaotic. Maybe it was just chaotic.
And she doesn't like to share with anyone, so...
True.
Yes.
So maybe
I have a quick question. Tony, what is your favorite Christmas album? Do you have a favorite that you always levitate to?
Oh, levitate. I was never a fan of Christmas music. Because during the time we grew up, you didn't really hear Christmas albums. You kind of just sang it at school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you heard the old standards like Judy and Frank. But I think I've really gotten into Mariah Carey's album in the last few years since she's been hyping it nonstop. And I'm actually like, oh, this is fun,
Mm-hmm.
A very special Christmas. I remember my first job. I was like freshman in high school. My first job was working at a record store, and I have heard that album inside out 5 million times, so I never need to hear it again. But yeah, I mean, the Celine one's not bad as long as you take out the R. Kelly song. I remember
that's probably not available anymore anyway, unless you have that CD or vinyl. You probably can't find that.
For all you Hillary Duff fans, Christmas Tree Lane is a modern classic, I would say.
Liberty, what about you? Do you have a favorite Christmas album that stands out?
I do actually, and I'm not 100% on the name, but I know that it's Elvis's Christmas album.
Ooh.
Specifically, my very favorite Christmas song is "Blue Christmas." I
that's a
love
good
that
one.
song so much, and I bought, I think, Gwen's Christmas album. That's the only other one that I've recently kind of let's say invested in, whatever that word really means in that sense, because she's put out that album in 2 different versions for 2 years now. And in fact, I thought she was going to drop it again, but it looks like she's going to be doing a different, like an actual not Christmas song this Christmas. So, it was pretty good, and Gwen's version of Santa Baby was all right. And she had actually a few originals as well, but Elvis.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Oh, before I forget, I forgot to bring up that there is a really good version of Santa Baby by Ariana Grande.
Well, I'm not surprised. Ariana Grande could probably cover any Christmas song and it would be good because her voice is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to gravitate towards the Carpenters for Christmas.
Good call.
I love a good Karen Carpenter Christmas song. It's just like, there's something about that just puts my soul at ease. You're like, I can listen to her voice and be like, it's Christmas. That or the soundtrack to A Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. If anyone's never watched Christmas Eve on Sesame Street, cue up that bitch on YouTube and watch that.
What did you say with Sesame Street? The word bitch right in the same sentence.
Watch that special. It's so wonderful. And they have great Christmas music. It's so fun. It was a part of my childhood. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I digress. But yeah, no, I think, good for, it's one of the things that I'll miss about going home and visiting family, because we would always have the radio on in the car, and I would always wait to hear Santa Baby in the car. Like, that was always my fun little holiday game. I'd go home and I'm like, okay, is this going to be the time I get to hear Santa Baby? And because I mean, obviously we can cue it up on streaming whenever we want.
Now, yeah.
But I was like, it's more fun to sort of like wait and see if you can hear it in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be putting it on my Spotify.
Excellent.
Yeah. But okay. So before we wrap up,
wait a minute. We can't have an episode without a lightning round.
Oh.
Really?
Shock horror.
No, we've had episodes without lightning rounds, haven't we?
Liberty, why don't you just throw a couple questions at us off the cuff, okay? Just so we don't forget what
Liberty's leading the lightning round.
Oh my gosh! Okay,
just so we don't forget what we're here for,
All right. Okay. Can it be just kind of anything, or does it have to be?
Sure, you make it the rules. Your
but
party.
Remember, this is a Madonna podcast.
Oh,
right. It can't be.
Well, it's sort of related.
All right.
Okay, so I want to know who has been your the one guest this season 2, who you feel that you guys really learned something from. Who was someone who you felt your eyes were like, or you like, I'm gonna check more of that out, or I need to know more about that.
Well, let me go first. I just the first person that comes to my mind is Nikki Harris, because when we spoke to her, we had been in lockdown for maybe about 3 weeks, and we were deep into it. You know, I mean, like I was super emotional. I know Stefan was too. You know, we were all kind of like, you know, being very cautious about what we were saying, and you know what we said about the future, because we had no idea. You know, but there were a couple of times during that talk where I would, you know, bring up a point, and maybe I didn't vocalize it correctly, but Nikki corrected me, and she let me know exactly, you know, what was up. And I really appreciate that from her. And it, you know, she also talked a lot about her spiritual music. And as a result, I really got into that. And I see her in a very different light now. And I think of her sometimes when I get anxious and I listen to her music, and her voice is very soothing to me. And this is, you know, I always looked at her before, you know, and it wasn't a deep thought. And now when I think about Nikki, I really appreciate her. So yeah.
Cool.
Tony got a little deep with his answer. I was going to be a little bit more. I was going to be a little bit more superficial.
You know how I get,
and just say, I think in terms of like Madonna knowledge, you know, like who we glean the most Madonna knowledge from. I mean, so many of our guests have been wonderful. All of our guests have been amazing to speak with. Right. But I think, like talking to Alex Magno was really insightful, because he had perspective on Girly Show and Drown World Tour, and it was stuff that like we sort of maybe hadn't heard before. And if you've not heard any of these episodes, people go back and listen to them, or just listen to them again. You know, they're always good to listen to.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Sorry.
When you're in the car, instead of teaching, you're like, I'm just going to listen to another episode.
I mean, look, all of your guests are special to me. They all bring something that I can learn from, or that I can appreciate in some way. And I hope that others who listen also feel like that. And obviously, you know, you can't pick a favorite, you know, but what about what would you say is your, let's have another question. What would you say is your favorite Madonna moment of 2020?
Oh, Tony, go. I have to think.
I mean, I love the Levitating remix. I wish there had been a video component, but I think that was an unexpected and very welcome Madonna moment for me.
Oh, I have. Okay, I know. I would have to say Madonna's pink hair. I think that was probably like one of the most welcomed surprises from her that we've had in a long time, because she's not done something quite so ballsy like that. Like seeing her with the pink hair was the same shock I had when she showed up at Truth or Dare movie premiere with that jet black goth Donna look that I obsess about all the time, over and over and over again. It's not quite to the same obsession level, but I gotta say I'm grooving on the pink hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot better than just slapping on a wig.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think it actually made her look like she still likes fun. I don't mean to say that she doesn't, you know, it's just that it was the long blonde, you know, wavy look she'd been wearing for years now. I mean, Rebel Heart, she had that going on. And so this was like, whoa, wake it up. Let's go. Let's
cut it in color. Love it.
Yes.
Do it, Madonna.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody, you know, was coloring their hair in quarantine this year in some way.
Yeah, except she had hers professionally done.
I'm still thinking about it. I mean, I'm trying to save what I do have left of my hair, though.
Stefan, I think you could pull it off. If I did it, it would be like Nikki Finn with pink hair, but you could definitely pull it off.
Liberty, what about you? Oh, you've had some color strands, I think you've had, yes?
Yeah, I had pink, like the under part for just like 2 weeks, because as a teacher,
very Moira Rose of you.
They don't let us have colored pink hair.
Oh, really? The school?
No. Oh. It's too distracting, you know.
Oh, true.
Like,
yeah, that's
like
true.
seeing shoulders and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, who makes these arbitrary decisions? I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, so are we done with our impromptu lightning round?
Yes, I would just say, you know, like, I think I'll just say what my favorite Madonna moment of 2020
was. Oh, yes, please do.
And it's not going to be what you
No one asked you, but you can go ahead. you know.
Okay, I know that it's not that important, but honestly, it's that she finally had surgery.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
I hope that she's on a solid path to healing and that she feels better. Really, this is kind of my Madonna Holiday wish, that she is feeling well enough to, once production of the film starts, once, that Madam X DVD drops.
Any day now.
Yeah. That we can kind of see her, maybe doing, even like if it's like on Jimmy Fallon, a little Zoom meeting or something.
You know what I've been thinking about, and I'm just going to put this out into the universe. How about a special appearance at the Super Bowl with The Weeknd?
Ooh. Some have kind of hinted that that's on the horizon.
Well, if you look at her Instagram a few months back, she was meeting with his manager.
I saw that.
Interesting. Ooh, Tony, you're a sleuth.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, guys.
I would love that. Well, she wouldn't really have anything to be promoting, but I wouldn't care.
But
keeps her out there.
If you look at the past few Super Bowls, they bring back Super Bowl alumni.
True.
That's true.
And Madonna.
I wonder what song she'd sing. Ooh, Tony, damn you. Now I'm going to be thinking about this for weeks.
Good.
Wait, are they having a Super Bowl? Are they really doing that?
The Weeknd is performing at the Super Bowl.
Like, are there people at the Super Bowl? I can't imagine that they're going to have people.
Stefan, I don't work for the NFL.
Hey, the
or Rock
vaccine's
Nation,
coming.
So I don't know. But
they'll vaccinate everyone first who's going to the Super Bowl.
You just show up like a flight with your negative COVID test.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully. So Liberty's Madonna Holiday wish is that she does a virtual thing. Tony's Madonna Holiday wish is that she
shows up at the Super Bowl and says, "Hey guys."
The Super Bowl. What's mine? A holiday Madonna wish. Okay.
You're not still dreaming about a bottle of Madame X perfume, are you?
No. I'm gonna just. This will. I know this is not going to happen, people. I know this is completely unrealistic. But if Santa Claus was to appear in front of me and said, "What's your Madonna Holiday wish?" It would be a Madonna disco dance album for 2021. I know it's never going to happen, but a boy can dream.
Aim high. Yes.
Yeah, aim high.
It's a baby.
I want to echo what Liberty was saying too. I mean, it's like, Madonna's getting better. She was probably really pissed off that she wasn't able to do all the things that she knows she has to do and wants to do. We know that she's not a fan of just sitting around. And, this is the woman that 15 years ago fell off a horse and was on stage a month later. So yeah. Let's hope that, she still has that fire in her, which I know she does. And she just, 2020 sucked. And 2021 is going to be the year that I'm back on stage.
Oh, I mean, come on. She's got a bionic leg now. I mean, she's going to be doing deep knee squats. You watch, I'm telling you. Those are coming back. Candy shop and deep knee squats. You watch in the next world tour. Mark my words.
Yeah. I mean, we all have little moments of like, I need rest. I need to kind of chill, but I don't see her ever just, getting in the recliner and being like, I'm done. I just don't see it. I know that she's got a lot more in store for us. She's busy working. She probably thinks about it all day. And I think I think that having the surgery probably is going to change a little bit of that for her.
Yeah, I like to think on a more personal level that this year has been kind of a mitzvah for Madonna because she's gotten to spend time with her children. And
True.
That's not something that, she ever takes for granted. And I feel like she travels a lot for work and doesn't get to have everyone in the same room at the same time. So I think this has been a good part of yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, most of us who got to spend time with family this year will probably think, in a way, 2020 was a little bit of a wash, but wow, I'll never get that time back, with my kids or with my family or with my loved ones. And I know that it's been hard, but in some ways rewarding as well.
Totally.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Yeah, and it's also, I just want to say thank you to our listeners. Thank you to all our amazing guests. It's, to our friends of the podcast who support us and promote us. Thank you to Madonna, who inspires us to do this podcast. I know Stefan will echo the sentiment as well. This podcast has helped us stay sane this year, and we hope that we were able to bring you some love and I don't know,
some
friendship.
joy. I know.
Yeah,
well,
joy.
Yeah, I know. We are coming to the end of our season 2. I can't believe that I can say that, but we've got a couple treats left for you guys for the rest of 2020. But yeah, like Tony said, on a personal note, thanks to everybody for listening, for tuning in every week, and for dropping us messages and just connecting. We've put together a little community of amazing people and guests and stories, and I hope that everyone enjoys tuning in whenever they tune in, whether every week or they binge in a week. They binge both seasons. It's
I've been hearing from people that are binging, and I'm like, oh my God, how can you stand me for that long? It's like being stuck in a car with us for hours, correct?
It's the emotional, you have this emotional effect on people. I mean, I think, you make jokes about like, oh, I'm crying, I'm going to cry. But people, that's I think that resonates with people. Like, me too, I'm going to cry. This is amazing. I feel like that too.
No, I love that. I mean, I'm finding out all kinds of things about myself doing the show because, I was not always the most social person and, not always very forthcoming about myself. And here I am telling everybody everything.
Yeah. And I just want to say thank y'all for two great, amazing seasons so far. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us for next year. I'm just so thankful to know you. I'm so thankful that this all has blossomed in the way that it has, and that you guys invite me here and there and use my covers, and I'm so thankful for all of it, and I speak for the MLVC podcast fan club when I say, thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, yeah. Liberty, we do it for you guys,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess that's our episode for today. Go stream Santa Baby and
don't feel bad about it,
Don't feel bad.
Feel free to drop us a line. We love hearing from all of you. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at MLVC Podcast, on the web at MLVCpodcast.com, and we're streaming everywhere you listen to podcasts. So please share us with your friends and fellow Madonna fans. And yeah, if you happen to be at the drugstore and you hear Santa Baby, just think of us.
That's a nice thought. I love that. Liberty, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I have loved every second.
I love your Madame X sweatshirt, by the way.
Thank
you. Is that a bootleg that I see?
My friend Angela was like, this one's better than the one inside the venue. I'm going to get it for us. and it was cheaper too. And
shocking.
Cozier. I love it.
Yeah, it looks nice. I'm sporting my Tom Tom Fashions tee that which I gotta, it's like the Bitch I'm Madonna t-shirt part 2.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any Madonna related merchandise. So.
Oh my God. What are you wearing? Is that Marc Jacobs?
I'm wearing a hoodie because,
hoodie. I was going to say, I'm like, I don't think there's been very many Madonna puns this episode. Do something else. Do my eyebrows. you got to get it in, Tony.
I know. I got to incorporate that more, but that's okay because every now and then someone just randomly sends me a screenshot or, and
the clip
to remind me. But thanks, guys. And yeah, like we said, if you guys liked season 2, just wait for season 3.
Oh, I know. I wish I could say, but we just can't.
No, do not reveal.
We're not going to ruin the surprises.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. See you soon.
Bye.